The text came while I was standing in line at a roadside tea stall, the paper cup burning my fingers. Don't come home early today. No explanation. Just that. For a moment, I stared at the screen, my reflection warped in the glass. My wife, Aisha, had never sent messages like that. She was the type to over-explain everything. Where she was going, who she'd meet, how long she'd be late. This was different. Cold. Final. I told myself not to overthink it. I always did that. Ever since my parents moved in with my sister after my father's stroke, I'd learned to swallow discomfort. Family was family. You adjusted. But something had been off for months. Missed calls from my sister, Saa, that she'd brush off later with, "Oh, but dial." My parents suddenly asking about the house paperwork, casually, like it was nothing. Aisha spending more time helping Saa with court documents related to her divorce. Too much whispering. Too many closed doors. Still, I blamed myself first. Maybe I was paranoid. Maybe stress was messing with my head. That night, when I finally came home, the house felt hollow. No lights. No dinner smells. Just silence and the faint hum of the refrigerator. On the dining table lay a single envelope with my name written in Saa's handwriting. Inside were photocopies. My property documents. With her name circled in blue ink. My chest tightened. I dropped into a chair, memories crashing in. How I'd paid every installment of this house myself. How I'd let my parents stay rent-free. How I'd trusted Saa when she said she was just helping organize papers. My phone buzzed again. This time, it wasn't Aisha. It was a court notice. The day of the hearing felt unreal, like I was watching my life through thick glass. Saa sat across the courtroom, calm, almost serene. My parents were beside her. Not me. Aisha avoided my eyes. When the judge asked Saa to speak, she stood confidently. "This house," she said, "was promised to me by my parents. My brother was only holding it temporarily." I turned to my parents, waiting, begging, for them to say something. Instead, my mother nodded. My father cleared his throat. "We all agreed," he said softly. "For the family." For the family. As if I wasn't part of it. When the judge reviewed the forged affidavits, documents I'd never signed, my lawyer leaned toward me and whispered, "This is bad." Then Saa looked straight at me and smiled. "Finally," she said loudly, "your house is mine." My parents applauded. The sound echoed in my ears, louder than the gavel. It was only afterward, outside the courtroom, that the last knife went in. Aisha followed me to the parking lot. Her voice was shaking. "I didn't mean for it to go this far." I laughed. A broken sound. "Then how far did you mean it to go?" She looked down. Saa said, "If the house was in her name, we could sell it. Start fresh. Together." Together. The word tasted bitter. I realized then, this wasn't just about property. It was about control. About choosing sides. About how easily love becomes convenient when money enters the room. "I trusted you," I said quietly. She cried. Said she was sorry. Said she felt trapped between loyalty and marriage. Said she didn't think I'd actually lose everything. But I already had. The house was gone within months. So was my marriage. My parents stopped calling. Saa blocked my number. What surprised me most wasn't the loneliness. It was the relief. No more second-guessing. No more shrinking myself to keep peace. No more begging for basic loyalty. I rented a small flat near my office. Bare walls. One chair. A mattress on the floor. At night, the silence still hurt, but it was honest. Sometimes, I pass by my old house. New paint. New locks. New owners already arguing on the balcony. I don't stop anymore. Some losses aren't meant to be recovered. They're meant to teach you where you truly stand, and who you need to walk away from to finally stand on your own. And that lesson, as painful as it was, cost me a house, but gave me back myself.